Good morning, everybody. Welcome to this beautiful day on the Gold Coast. It is so true what they say about Queensland. Beautiful one day and perfect the next. And that is the day that we are having today. So today I want to look at the energy of capability and being capable, and how you are just really good at what you do, and some of the benefits of being so capable, but also some of the decisions that you have made, maybe because you're so capable, that hinder you and hold you back and hold you in a energy of maybe scarcity or lack, because you're so busy forging ahead. And we need to open this up and clean it out and let go of where you're holding yourself back, because of your ability to achieve. You may be a very high achiever, yet you're always doing it yourself. You're forging the way. You're the axe blade cutting through the tough timber. And you can see old Buglug sitting out the back, and they're just having a good time and getting it a bit easy. But and then if you try to do that, you tend to find everything turns to garbage, and it just doesn't work. But there's a pattern of energy that's going on here. But once you become aware of it, you can change it and keep being as capable, but allow yourself to receive the support that and the rewards and the recognition that your capability brings. And when we let go of the charge or whatever the resistance is in here, we open up our life to receive many, many gifts. But most of us are stubborn mules that carry this capability energy, that are in being wanting to be capable. We tend to have made a decision at some space in our life where we are going to make it happen. And it's either done through force, or I'm not going to be weak, or I'm going to just do it myself, become independent like. And what I want to do, because there's a sadness and a pain in here that we may not have looked at in the past. And it's about getting into the emotion under why you became so capable, and allowing yourself to open up that. Because at some state in your life or in your being, if you find that you ever get to feel envy because you see other people getting all this help, yet your boss or someone or your partner just stuffs more weight on your plate, you go, geez, how come they help those people out, but they don't help me out? They just give me more load. And we know what that feels like, and it kind of sucks. And we can get angry, and we can get even more stubborn and push harder and work harder. And we see this in the people's workplaces, where you see one person, they're doing about the job of 2 or 3 other people, and then you see these other people just floating around or gallivanting around, and they turn up, and they seem to turn up just as the boss comes, and they take the accolades for the work having been done. And meanwhile, the person that did all the work and it was the capable and made it happen, they just get, oh, good job. Meanwhile, this other person gets all the accolades. And you can find that brother anger can rise up inside of you, and you can get resentment, and you can get envy, and you can get, and you wonder why that is there. Well, you create it. Because you're so capable, people will employ you, or get you in a relationship, and you are so capable that people go, wow, this person's great. Let's get them to do that. And we'll give them more work because they get it done. But then they give all the accolades to other people because you won't allow yourself to receive the accolades. You won't allow yourself to receive the gift. And, like I said, I've been, before I started this call, I was talking to everyone here, and I was talking to my wife about this, but also we had my son was there eating his breakfast this morning, and my wife just looked at him, and he had a look of, just joy or happiness and stuff. And she says, God, you're a damn good looking kid. And then he just pulled up a really screwed up face. And we said to her, you've got to allow yourself to receive the compliment, mate. because you're capable at everything at most things that you do, but you don't allow yourself to receive the compliment. And we constantly just tweaking these little bits in him because we don't want him to have to go through the pain and suffering we went through. And so we're trying to help it better for him. But the thing is, how often do you allow yourself to receive the compliment from somebody? How often did you allow yourself to receive the recognition for your capability? And how often did you just go, oh, I just did that. Yeah, I can just do that. Yeah, so what? And you just ignore it. You don't allow yourself to receive it. And it's interesting because as I look at the energy and I say that and I'm looking at you guys, all I'm seeing is a big callus over most of you. There's like a callus. You become like a rhino's butt, nice and strong. But you don't allow the love and the what you desire fully into your heart to allow yourself to receive that gift. And the energy of capability is great because you become independent, you become strong, you know you're self-sufficient. Yet it can also be a separating energy if you don't allow yourself to receive support. And where I see the energy gets caught in a lot of people, and they get caught in the capability, and they get boxed in under a ceiling because they won't allow the support to come in to help them take their capabilities to flourish, to become everything that they can be, because of their lack of ability to receive the support and the goodness to help them open. And it's because you've made a decision at some level that you've got to do it yourself. That if I don't do it, it doesn't get done right. I mean, we all know that energy, that rah, rah, rah. We all experience it, but we've got to ask ourselves, hold on a minute. When did I perceive that if I didn't do it, it wouldn't get done right? When did I do that? When did I close myself down to being able to allow the universe to support in all areas? And so I've been running this road like railway tracks, and it just takes you to the same place all the time. So what I want us to do is I want to actually get you to just have a little bit of a think about your life and look back. When was the first time that you made that decision that you had to do it yourself, or that you wouldn't allow help in because you were so capable? Maybe it was something that your parents said to you, that you're capable of doing that. You don't need help. Come on, you can do that. And you took that on, that you never get help because you're capable, you can do it. And it may have just been you, the way you grabbed or you heard that perception of what someone said. And they may not have even said it. They may have just put out the energy of that. And you assumed, and we know what assuming does. It makes an ass out of you and me. And we go and do that. We assume, no, you've got to be capable. You've got to be able to do it yourself. Because you've either gone one way and been capable, or you've gone the other way and become like a bit of a wet fish. You flop around on the ground and get people to support you and help you. But if you have chosen to be capable and then you try and do the wet fish thing, people just look at you and then abuse you or kick you, and no one actually gets to give you a hand to get up. And you go, crap. Because it's not your vibration. It's not who you are. And so it'll never work for you. And you wouldn't like it anyway. You don't want to be the wet fish, because you got more pride and more honor in yourself. And so you look at it and you go, okay. So, but the wet fish is getting things given to them. So how do I get that from a place of capability and a place of being independent and strong in that? How do I allow myself to receive and get the gifts at the higher level of my vibration? What must I give up? What must I be willing to, sacrifice Do you got to sacrifice that you got to be right and you got to do it your way? Do you got to sacrifice that old belief system, that old perception, that resistance? Do you got to sacrifice that old belief that if you don't do it, you're not capable? Because that's not true. You've just linked them together. Because if you don't do it, somebody else can do it for you. And it's not that you can't do it, but it's not the best use of your time. And it can be like in the energy of letting a relationship into you. Because you're so capable and got so used to doing it all yourself, that you won't allow someone in to hold a space and be themselves with you. And because you got somewhere tangled up in your wiring and your programming, is that if you allow someone to come in and support you or help you, you're feeling weak and you've been seen to be incapable. And that's not true at all. It's just your belief system. It's your perception of what's going on. And it's about, oh yeah, and that brings up some anger and some frustration in you. Good, we're poking the bear. Let's poke the bear some more. And let's get in there and let this open up. And actually you be bone raw honest with yourself, where maybe that part of you that's trying to be so capable is your self-righteousness, because you don't want to be seen to be weak, or you don't want to be seen to be vulnerable because you fear vulnerability so much. And it's that trauma that you have around being vulnerable that may have happened to you at some age. And you said, I'm never going to let that happen to me again. I'm never going to get caught like that. But in that place of vulnerability, you only saw the pain. You didn't see the support and the help that came to help you get up. You may have been riding along your push bike, you fell off and you skinned your knees. You felt vulnerable. You felt as if you weren't great. And dad or mum come and picked you up. And, you know, they have said, yeah, come on, get up, have another go. And you felt vulnerable because you felt pain at that time. And you got on and rode again. And then you were going to prove to them that you're capable of riding it. You know, they may have said, we're going to put your training wheels back on. And you go, no, I'm going to do it. But at that moment, you would, and you made a decision to never be weak, never be vulnerable. And you, but there's a trauma in here. There's an energy in here. We need to allow it to open. We need to allow ourselves to give it permission to be free. Or you may have been really good at something. And everyone's saying, oh, yeah, they're so capable, they're so good. And you like the accolades that you got because everyone was telling you how good you were. And so you fed on the accolades. So you're continually trying to keep doing everything so you get the accolades. You know, at times you just want, geez, could someone take some of the weight? And you burn yourself out. But you won't allow anyone to take the weight because you're addicted to the accolades, to the, oh, go you, good on you, rather than knowing that you are enough inside of yourself already. And you give a great value for what you do, but you allow others to give great value too. Yeah, one of my sisters is great at that. She won't let anybody help her because she's the one that needs to know. Brilliant at what she does. Pain in the ass to work with because nobody can get in and help her. Nobody can share because she's got to be the one doing it all. Yeah, love her dearly, pain in the ass to work with. And so, and what she did in her case became very isolated. And the sad thing for her, she could never let love in because she had to be doing everything. She's fighting this battle to be the top person all the time, the top dog, because she's so damn capable she can, but it doesn't serve her. You know, where may you do that in your life? And the thing is, we need to get into the wound underneath it. What's the emotion underneath? Why did you step up and have to be so damn capable? And it's not about not being capable. It's not about taking the capability away, but it's the charge underneath it. It's the decisions you made, the perception you had. And like yesterday, when I said we were going up, getting up above and looking down, having a grander view, the same thing with this, except we go in and go, damn, why did I make that choice to be so capable? And when do I become a stubborn mule and just keep taking extra weight? And it's not that you can't carry the load, but allow yourself to receive the gift. And as I'm watching the energy of you guys, as I'm saying this here, it's still got this layer of callus over the top. And that's because of the fear of the trauma underneath, of being vulnerable, of being exposed, of being so much love and so much light. And it takes courage to do what I'm asking you to do here. But all you got to do is be willing. Be willing to look at letting go of the weapon of the way you use your capability. I'm not saying don't not be capable, but let go of some, maybe the look at some of the structures of why you are so damn capable, and allow yourself to start knocking some of those pillars out. Because this energy of capability comes from this beautiful source from self, of you giving yourself this gift of ability to be able to do all this stuff. So you receive the gift of being capable, but you aren't allowing yourself to receive the gift of being acknowledged, or going into the bigger space of being what's the word? It's the, come on guys, plonk that word through. I can see the picture, but I can't see the, it's working as a community, community, as family, as acknowledgement, as being part of the team, as being part of the beautiful, like a strand of, a thread and a strand of string. You are one thread, or a drop of water in the ocean. And allowing yourself to acknowledge that there's a separation that you have here. And what I want us to do is I want us to go in here, and all we're going to do is soak in it. I'm not going to get you to pull it apart. We don't need to do that. We just need to have the recognition and acknowledge it. And as we do that, the love begins to blossom out of you. Be a bit like a jellyfish going, it just opens up. It's beautiful. It swims along. Watch out for the tentacles because they sting. Sorry, just a little off track there a wee bit, Doug. Okay, come back. There we go. Just come back into this space. And what I want you to do is, as you allow yourself to be in the energy here, there you go, just allowing it to open up, beautiful, just allowing your intention to be honest with yourself. And some of you may feel some sadness and maybe a bit of emotion come through as you start releasing the trauma of why you made it so personal. It's interesting, the energy of personal coming in. It felt it felt a personal attack on you, and that's why you became so capable. I want you to allow yourself to let that hurt go, and just let it come out and feel the hurt coming out of you. And it's just releasing, and that's what this callus, the scar tissue that they keep showing me, like an elephant's butt or a rhino's butt. All it is just a big callus, and it's the hurt. Because you haven't been able to let go, and you made it some decision at some time. Yeah, right there. That hurt. That's it. Yep. Poke it. Just allow yourself to release the pressure out of it and let it go. And let yourself know that we love you and that you are love and that the divine does love you, and allow yourself to receive that love. It's okay. You don't got to be the strong one every day. You've got a lot of strength and you've got a lot of abilities. You're very capable. But you don't got to be the one left holding the building up on your own. It's not your job. That's it. And then you find brother anger comes up. It starts pushing up from down underneath. And this comes from the hurt that you experienced and all the times that you may have felt ignored taken advantage of, or blah, 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 story, and just let all that come out. But the only reason that was there is because you weren't allowing yourself to be loved, to allow yourself to receive. So you wouldn't even allow yourself to receive the acknowledgement that they had for you. And because if you can't receive it, and you won't allow yourself to receive it, all that your bosses do, all your partners do, is the reflection of what you're doing to you. So how could they see how capable you are if you wouldn't allow yourself to receive the acknowledgement of how capable you are? That's just allow that to break open. And what's going to also come out is there's going to be some jealousy. There's going to be some envy. Because you've seen, if you've seen in your life, you would have seen people get the easy street. That you were doing all the work and then someone just passes you, gets a promotion and does whatever. Or gets the guy or gets the girl. It's because you wouldn't allow yourself. That's it. Just let it open up. We're just opening all this up. Just a beautiful thing. Now, since you're so damn capable of getting stuff done, do you think you're capable of letting go of that old decision and putting in another one? What would happen there? What would happen if you allowed yourself to be so damn capable at loving kindness that no matter where you went, there it was? Get lots of yumbo time then, and just allow yourself to be in there, and just allow that to open up inside of you. There you go. Cool. So what I do, just allow it there. I know you're all sitting in it. I know you're all thinking it and feeling it. If you find the energy of the victim coming up, and what I mean by that, it'll be the woe me. You know, you'll be like a bit like the old bloodhound sitting on the porch, howling away, but you're too damn lazy to get off your nail. Poor me. And what we do, that's the energy of lack. That's the energy of scarcity. That's not being capable. That's wallowing in your pity. That's not empowering yourself and being loving kindness and joy and peace. That's the woe me. There is no woe you. You see other people play that card. And no matter if you played that card, it just wouldn't work. So waste time playing it. It's like, you know, it's like some people play that card because that's about the best card they've got in their deck of cards. Not right, not wrong, just what it is. They're on their journey. You're on yours. You know the woe you doesn't work. But it doesn't mean that you don't feel sad or you don't feel hurt at times. You allow yourself to acknowledge that, damn, all that hurt. What's my belief? What's my emotion that I have there? And you allow yourself to open that up and go, okay, cool. I need some support here. I need some help here. I need some substance to help me grow, to help me clean out so I can know myself as wholeness in this space. It's okay. And some of you, when I look there, and as I'm looking, they're showing me down, looking now down at you, you guys are freaking out about the vulnerability that's here because you're going to be exposed. Your weaknesses are going to be exposed. But who are they being exposed to? Just you. Who gives a shit? Nobody else knows. You're the only one that sees it. And you allow yourself to clean it out. You allow yourself to step down into that vulnerability. The funny thing is, as you step down into it, because you walk down into it with your light, it seems to just disappear. And you go, where'd it go? I was so scared of this hole. I was so scared of this emotion that was down in there, but you're walking down in your light of your love, of your giving the gift to be able to receive. And the story just disappears. The emotion just collapses in on itself and you set yourself free. There you go. It's just unraveling. You're going, oh God, this is so damn easy. Yeah, that's why I do it. It's simple. It's just stepping into it. But then you're going to get down and you're going to get down into this. There's either going to be there's a hard, gnarly bit. I can see with you, some of it looks like a, like a tree. It's got this big knot in it. Or it's going to be like a doorway or a floor. And that's a thought construct. That's all it is. It's a thought construct. It's probably somewhere where you made a decision or you made some belief a fact. And it's not real. It's just a perception. And so this is where you get your sword of light and you just cut into it gently. And it's interesting because they're showing me a tree and there's like a big knot on it. And as we're cutting into it, the anger and the resentment that comes out is quite strong. And it's like a abscess. It's like they always show me beautiful pussy things. So, and it's just this abscess inside of you that hurts. And we're just allowing yourself to let the pressure go of that non-truth, that belief system, that thought, that pattern of consciousness of where you didn't know yourself as enough. You thought you had to please or be better than. And it's just letting that go of not being enough. There you go. Good, good. Let it go. Chinese food, just let it run through you. That's it. Just let it go straight through you. Oh, there you go. There you go. Let go, 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 let go. It's interesting. The energy of mother is coming in here. Now, it's not your mother, and it's not being a mother so much. There may be a little bit there, but it's the energy of being able to be nurtured by yourself, by the divine, by the feminine, by the being able, you're allowing yourself to be nurtured and loved and oh yeah, keep going, keep going, keep going. It's interesting because the energy of accolades is coming up. And when the energy of accolades is coming up, there's a harshness to them. Allow yourself to be nurtured by the joy and the beauty inside of you and allowing that to come. It's interesting. The energy is showing me that it's coming through where you are, you believe you need to be doing something or achieving something to get this nurturing. And that's where your accolades come in. That's where you think I have to win this award. I've got to be first. I've got to do this and that. You're never happy. And so just allow yourself, for what we're doing is, it's funny because the energy's sort of like in your chest and that there, and then we're just banging up from under the ground and we're breaking the roots out of the ceiling of where you believe you need to have these accolades to be able to be yourself. And just allow it to crumble and allow all the crap, the dirt to fall in on you and let it just fall in because it'll just pass through because it's just the universe underneath you. So just allow it to fall through the universe and just breaking through. And it's like you're almost like a mole or you're a miner, you're underground and let's just break through to the surface. And allow yourself to let go of the needing for the accolades. Yes, they come and yes, they're great, but you don't need them. They're just something that happens. You are enough on your own. That's it there. Because the accolades become empty when the crowd goes away or the next game comes along or whatever happens. They're just momentary. They're just there for the moment, momentarily. Yes. And as you allow yourself to, there you go. Beautiful. Whew. There's some of you are seeing it in all its glory and all its ugliness and all of, there it is. You found it. There she blows. That's it. So what we're going to do is we're going to pop the bubble, pop the illusion that you've been holding of yourself. So just allow yourself to get your sword or your pin or however you want to do it. Just allow yourself to pop this wound and just let the water and let all the emotion, just let it go. Just let it come flooding in. You found it. Woohoo! Just there you go, just little. Then it just goes there, just let it go. And you go, man, I've been fighting my whole life to try and get this thing. And all it was just a big ball of energy. It was released. It's coming out. There you go. There you go. It's releasing. That's it. Just let it release. Just let it release however it does for you. Some of you, it's floating up. It's coming out. It's like pulling a plant out of the ground and the root system comes out with it. Others, it's like a hot air balloon seems to be blowing away. And for others, it's just, there was just this flood of water. It's like popping a blister and just all the water just come out, all the emotion that came out. And you're just left there with the truth that you're loved, that you're capable and you're loved, and you're a divine being. But the thing that you forgot is the one that gave you the capability to do anything is source, is spirit, is you giving yourself the gift. But you forgot to allow yourself to receive it with grace. You go, so it doesn't mean you don't lose your capability. It just means that you receive it with grace now. And you allow yourself to receive it and let people acknowledge it. Well, you're really good at that. Like those people said to my wife, wow, you're just so happy all the time. I said, oh, that's because you're married to me, but hey. You know, the funny thing is that you just go, hey, but she just is. She's just a beautiful, rare light. And the funny thing is when you allow yourself to be there, you're free. There you go. There you go. Good, you're letting it go. And what I'm seeing here is your barriers, or your walls of the resistance for being able to be noticed, for be able to receive, are falling away. So for some of you, where you've been really a real hard worker and really great at what you do, but you never got the accolades, you never got noticed before, as you allow this to release, you may find your experience is a little different. It's not because they're doing anything different. It's because you're changing your decision that you made, and you're actually allowing yourself to receive how capable you are. And you're also opening up to allow others to come in and support you. There you go. The energy's releasing. That's lovely watching what's happening. It's just like you're just expanding and they're just getting lighter and lighter. And where this has held you down for so long, you're breaking open. There is no need for you to prove how capable you are. You just are. It's like I hear people all the time saying they want to be a bright light, they want to be enlightened, they want to just be bright. Don't try and be bright, just be, and you will be bright. And you know, I'm lucky that I have such a beautiful wife that she is so just is that. And she basically has been most of the time since most of the time that he's Doug, what's that belief system? How's that she's been there since I met her. I always just look at her and she was just always light. I go, wow. And she just is that she just radiates it. And as she's deepening into it, her compassion and her vulnerability to be herself is just expanding even more. It's beautiful to be around. And you guys are the same. The more that you do this for yourself, you don't have to be bright. You just are. And any time that you feel that you need to fight, that you need to be right or wrestling with anything, you've got caught. So if you've got caught, you know you're capable of letting it go. You just got to catch yourself. You go, oh, damn, caught, bang, got to go. And there's no more opinions anymore. It's, wow, that's an interesting view. How'd you come to that? You've really looked into that a lot. And they go, well, yeah, blah, 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 blah. You go, wow, thanks. You taught me something today. I really enjoyed it. And you move on. Don't got to be expert in everything. Just be yourself. There you go. Good. There you go. Now I can feel you guys are lightening up, and it's just becoming you're becoming a lot freer in your capability, and just allow yourself to be there. Oh, that feels Yumbo time. Cool. Okay, guys. Awesome. So your job for today is to just have the courage to keep stepping into this and pondering it where you've been holding yourself back, and be willing to receive the gift you are. So enjoy, and I'll see you tomorrow. Blessings, guys.